First Class Podcast.
Yo. It's another episode of First Class Podcast. I'm your host, E. Carter. I'm here with.
Oh, that's my cue, right?
Yeah, I pointed at you.
Oh, let's do it. Hold on. Do it again. I didn't know which way you was going to take it. All right. Hold on. Let's do it again. I'll be ready.
And I'm here with
your boy, that guy 937. What up, world?
Type shit. And also in the stream, we got my man CGO in the building. Say what's up to him.
What's good, y'all? Good to be here. Take that shit off your head, though, and off the wall.
Bro. Listen, bro, you already know, man. We on y'all heads tomorrow, bro. Sorry. You know. We can show it all. We can do a tour of all the Raven stuff in the basement. But I'll say that for after the win. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
I'm just glad you didn't come on here with them Browns, the boo-boo Browns on.
Nah, that's cool, bro. I wasn't going to do it 2 shows in a row. I ain't trying to jinx us.
Nah, go ahead, jinx y'all. But yeah, man, how everybody feeling, James? How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling good, feeling great, man. Great, feeling good. How about you?
Cool. I'm a little all right.
Just a little high, like
trying to figure it out. What about you, Siege? How you feeling, bro?
Same, bro. I'm cool. Second pod of the day, ready to roll. I might want to do another one. I'm feeling good.
Yep. For sure. So, if anybody is new to the show, we always try to start off with some type of quote or words of encouragement or something to that nature. I didn't dig too deep for this. I actually shared this from a friend of mine, and I had to go back on my page to find it. So, but I think it's definitely fitting for some of the things that we're going to talk about in the show. It says, your greatest contribution to the universe may not be something you do, but someone you raise. Say that one more time. Your greatest contribution to the universe may not be something you do, but someone you raise. So, like I said, that was something that I ended up sharing from a friend of mine about a week or so ago, and that kind of just popped out. So I'm like, man, let me make sure I keep that one. You know what I'm saying? Because it is dope, man. A lot of people we grow up and try to achieve, and we like, hey, it's something big I'm supposed to be doing. I got to be doing something great, something big, something great. And a lot of times it's not meant for you to do it. It's actually meant for whoever you raise. You know what I'm saying? Son, daughter, you put them in the position to make that great move and stuff like that. So that might be your biggest, contribution to the universe. So I thought that was a dope quote, man. Yeah, man, y'all got anything before we get started?
Yeah, today's show is being brought to you by the code word sticky buns. That is all. Sticky buns.
Even though sticky buns for like 20 minutes.
That's the code word.
All right. It's like I think you've been watching Home Alone, Sticky Bandits. You know.
They just said the wet bandits. This is the sticky bandits. Yeah, with the tape though.
I guess. What's up, Sage? You got anything before we get started?
Nah, I just dig that quote. I just want to add that somebody who you raise, or when you're raising somebody, that's also a culmination of things you do, and the kids see that. Watch what you say, watch what you do.
For sure, for sure. All right, man. First topic at hand. I'm gonna let James pretty much take this one. It was about as far as Nicki Minaj. She was in some headlines talking about a college course and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and let James take the front runner on that and explain it a little bit more for y'all.
Yeah, so basically, UC Berkeley is offering a Nicki Minaj course starting in the spring semester about all the contributions she's made as a femc and hip hop and as well as feminism. And don't get me wrong, she's made contributions as far as this generation, but in my honest opinion, I feel like society today, especially in like the world of like hip hop and stuff like that, we always get wrapped up in what's now and what's new, and there's no type of attention nor respect being made for the people in the game that I feel, in my opinion, made a bigger impact. Like I said, especially when it comes to hip hop and even feminism as a whole. Like we had the Lauryn Hills, we had
but real quick before we get into all of that, what is the course going to be about? Like
I just said, it's about Nicki Minaj's impact in hip hop and her contributions to feminism.
So what is some of her contributions to feminism?
I ain't take the course.
So the course is basically like Nicki Minaj's history. Is that what I'm getting out of this, or I might look it up and see exactly.
Kind of like her history, contributions to like being a woman.
Okay, so it's probably like
I mean, like I said, like
a woman history class with an emphasis on Nicki Minaj.
I got it right here. Hold on. It's the University of California, Berkeley is set to offer a Nicki Minaj course for their upcoming spring semester. The course Nicki Minaj, the Black Barbie FemC, and hip hop feminisms will encourage students to think about how Nicki's impact on the hip hop industry connects to the broader historical social structures and hip hop feminisms. The course professor explained on.
Okay. One, trash.
Okay. That's what. Now, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, it's just for that's listening. I just kind of wanted to like get into it a little bit more.
Get the actual.
What was they actually going to be breaking it down to? Now, if it's just about feminism and your history, like what? Bitch, you ain't did nothing.
I mean, don't get me wrong, she can rap. Like it's cool. Like I get it, but
not unless she got like some charitable. You know what I'm saying? Maybe charity wise, she can set some stuff up and all of that. But
I remember it was an incident to where Missy had made a post about something, and people were saying she was throwing shade at Nicki Minaj because Nicki Minaj had won some type of award or something, and then Missy had kind of made a comment, and people thought she was like, you know, kind of sneak dissing Nicki.
Yeah, I remember.
And people like, oh, well, Missy, you watch stuff, and you're like, bro, who the fuck is y'all talking to, bro? Oh, you know who this is?
Right.
This is Missy Misdemeanor Ellie. Like, bro, do you know who this is? Do you know her historical elements as far as hip hop and everything she done?
Right.
And the people that she's brought out. And then, like I said, even before that, like Ladies of Rage, we had like I said, Roxanne Shante, who's responding to a dude who she thought was talking about her. Like, nah, you ain't gonna get that one off play. I got it. Stuff like that. There wouldn't be no Nicki Minaj and none of them if it wasn't for them.
True.
Talk about historical elements and this, that. Like, bro, what have you, like you said, what have you done?
So basically that's saying that Nicki is a hip hop icon. I mean, of this era, I can see that, but when you get to talking about a college course, like, come on, bro. The only other rapper I know that had a college course is Pac.
Yeah.
Now, if it's anybody else in between there that I don't know about, then, you know, by all means, enlighten me. But I don't think you've done enough to just now, unless you went to school there or donate. She had to do something to that college to be like, hey, I'm gonna donate y'all a bunch of money, or I used to go there, or something. I attended. Of course, that's not gonna be in the It's
Only
not,
thing that it says is that Nikki responded like, "Yeah, I'd like to come in and sit in on the course." Like,
because she don't even know
huh?
what it's about.
Huh?
She gonna be like, well, what are y'all gonna be saying about me? Like, no, man. Like, I don't know, bro. And
It's an interesting thought though. I just think they should expand on it a little bit because I can understand why you would have a class to explain Nicki Minaj's impact in a from a sociological standpoint in terms of her impact on fashion, the way women carry themselves, like from a mainstream standpoint, like how she took the Little Kim kind of era and boosted that up into more of a mainstream style, and she did a lot of crossing over and stuff like that too. So I can kind of see where they coming from, but I think that it's important to add other women in there. Like you said, Missy. I haven't always been the biggest fan of Missy's music, and I'm still not. Like she got some great songs. She got some songs that's great. Producing wise, from a female perspective, even from a male perspective, to be honest with you, she head and shoulders above most of the producers, and some producers ain't even close. But so I think you got to add those people in there. You got to add the like you said, the Roxanne Shantae's. You got to add MC Light. Like, come on, Lauren Hill. You got to add those artists in there. You got to put Salt and Pepper in there. You got to add people who had impact on
Badu.
our culture period. Yeah, on our culture period, to even be able to explain Nicki Minaj's sociological impact. And I'm not saying that she hasn't had one, she has, and it can be interesting, but to just focus on only Nicki Minaj, it's like, how many years are you going to be able to teach this class? You know what I mean? You should be it should be from a broader sociological perspective, the impact of what this person brought to the table that enabled this person to be a hip hop artist, that enabled this person. And you can even branch it into the male spectrum too. You know what I mean? Like, all right, so Nicki Minaj has this impact on music. She made this song which impacted this person, and then this person impacted, you know what I mean? So, and I also think it's dangerous. The word feminism is dangerous. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we say, a lot of people say feminism from a perspective that like is negative. Like, you see it all on Facebook all day, every day. Men is this, men ain't this, men ain't this. I'm a feminist. I rock with women on this, and that's cool. You can rock with women on things, but from an equality perspective, the word feminism to me is dangerous. So I think even adding that in the course structure, the course language, is nonsensical. But that's just me.
Actually, we just talked about this on the last show. Man, he had talked about feminism, and you know, even though the definition of feminism is, you know, just giving women more, like giving them power. Like I get that, and we did talk about an extreme feminist, which I feel like is the more dangerous aspect. But just woman empowerment to begin with, like I said, it's several other people I could think of that did more for a historical point of view, and even birthed a lot of mini me's, you know.
I mean, but I agree with what you're saying, and I see what C just saying too, as far as like, it's great if they use Nicki as step one, and then broaden out with some of these other artists over time, like Missy and Lauren and all of that, and add those people to that same program. Like maybe it might be Nicki starting the program or starting the course, but as they get in depth in certain things, then you bring out the Lauren Hills, the Erica Badu's, the whatever. Like she's not teaching the class. It ain't like she's there, but they talking about, I guess, her quote unquote input into this era or hip hop or, in like you said, feminism. So I feel like if it's just like Seems just said, if it's just on Nicki Minaj, like that's it, clear cut, just her, then it's probably only going to be one course, and it's probably going to be a short.
It's hard, because it's hard to tell a story. It's hard to tell a story of an artist or even a genre of music with just one page of the entire book. Like this is a whole book of history that's been written since the 80s. You know what I mean? So how can you just like let's just say for instance, I'm explaining Nicki Minaj to somebody and I'm like, they never seen Nicki Minaj before, and I'm like, or heard of her. And I'm like, yeah, she kind of rap like Lil Kim. You ever heard of Lil Kim? Or her style is like Lil Kim. And they know Lil Kim, like, oh, okay. So now I can use Lil Kim's story to tell Nicki Minaj's story. Like, okay, now listen to this song and tell me it don't sound like this. Or whoever the example will be. Like you so that's basically what I'm getting to. You know what I mean? Which makes sense.
Yeah, I was just saying I agree with that, because if it's just based off of Nicki in general, then it's one is stupid, two is trash, three it sound like an easy A. Like I'm not gonna blame the college kids for taking it real quick. Like
Why not?
what? 'Cause shit, I would take it. Like, all right. Like, Eric, what are you doing here? Man, easy A, bro. Let's go. Come on now. What? But yeah, man, I don't know, man. Hopefully it's a little bit more in depth what they presented. You know what I'm saying? So you said it's coming up. This it's gonna be a course this upcoming spring.
Upcoming spring.
So hopefully let's try to keep a eye and the ear out for that and see if they actually dig a little bit deeper into that, and it's not just solely on her. Because like I said, if it if they do get into it a little bit deeper and bring out some of these other iconic females and iconic women in our culture, then it's
a beautiful thing.
Yeah, then it's a dope course. You know what I'm saying?
It's a start.
But
it's
yeah,
a start
like,
though. Yeah.
So if
because University of California, Berkeley is a prestigious, like one of the prestigious like academic school. So for them to have a black woman as a she has made an impact too. So that's important to say. She has made an impact, but to have a black woman as the focus of a course is a great start. Just add more black women. That's what we're saying.
Yeah, basically, it's a great start. So if it's something to where, even if it's a trial and error,
like
all right, we tried to just do it on Nicki, and then now they're like, that's not gonna work. Now let's bring in a couple more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now let's build a whole entire course around it. But like I said, let's just try to keep an ear on that, see what they actually do with that. Hopefully it work out, man.
The only word that I really wanted to say that I wanted to add in there, but I forgot.
I promise you. Okay.
I
thought you was about to say sticky buns. I'm about to like, bro, if you say sticky buns, bro, I'm definitely moving on.
It was embodied. That was the
word. But yeah, moving on, man. I don't know. It was a viral video going on about like a week or so. Where a father was disciplining his son. Now, as a father and as someone who is somebody else's child has been disciplined before, there's a lot of different ways to be disciplined. Some people look at it as being extra harsh. Some people feel that certain disciplines are uncalled for. Me personally, in this situation, I feel like he was absolutely correct. And just to give a little feedback on what the video was about, I guess the son was on live or making some video or whatever with his friends, and he decided to grab some of his dad's guns and flexing in the video, talking about ops, this, that, and the third. And I think he said the boy was like 15 or 16 or something like that. So he put on his own live, sit down with the son, and the part that kind of sparked the controversy with certain people is that he open face, smacked the dog shit out of him. And I ain't gonna lie, it was hilarious. But
smacked the sticky buns on him. Put the sticky buns on him.
Bro, with the sticky buns. But nah, he smacked the shit out of him, man. And it was funny, man, because the son's face when he smacked him was like he wanted something, he wanted to retaliate, but it's like man, he gonna kick my ass. Like, let me just stop, bro. But a lot of people were just mad about it and stuff like that. So I want to know what y'all take is on it. CJ, I'll go ahead and start off with you first. Do you feel like he went a little bit too far? One, did you see the video? Do you know what video we're talking about?
Yeah, I definitely seen the video.
Okay. Do you think that he went too far?
Normally in this situation, I would say yes. The smack, yeah, probably. I probably wouldn't have smacked the fire out of him, maybe. But normally I would say, nah, don't do your kids like that on live. However, this particular case, the son went on live himself. You know what I'm saying? To flex and do all of that. So I think the father in this case did what. All right, you want to do this on live? You know what I'm saying? You a gangster on live, right? All right, so now let's get back on live and show me how gangster you are. In that case, trying to make that statement to a son. I probably wouldn't have did that myself. I would have probably drove my son to the neighborhoods, meet some people, went to the jails or something like, hey, bro, this is what you're trying to do. And you keep on. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I think that the father in this particular case went the route that the son was going. Like he's showing his son the way that his son probably learned the best. All right, you went on live, you a gangster, right? So let's go back on live and let me show you what it is. I think that's number one. And then I think also number two, like I said, where I kind of differ with him at is with the slap one, and then with the slap one, and I think it's controversial. Because not only did you open face slap your son, like that slapping is so disrespectful to me, man. Like, it's just disrespect. If you slap me, I might have to shoot you. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just saying.
Better than punch.
Oh man, I don't know, bro. You might have to punch. If you punch me, bro, you might get a shot at a fair one. But if you slap me, we gonna have a real.
That's you saying as a grown man. Now we saying if you 16 years old playing with your dad's guns on live and you get smacked in the face, you're gonna have to take that like the kid did. I'd rather you smack me than punch me in my face.
Yeah, if you're my dad, yeah, because I'm young, you might sleep me, but
I still gotta take it. Like what? No, personally, I mean, of course, if we just talking about we all adults here and slapping, then of course. But, nah, we talking about.
I don't even know. Even when I was a kid, bro, I don't know if I'd have me and my dad. I don't know how I would have acted if my dad ever slapped me, bro. I never had that experience, but I don't take slaps too lightly, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
My mom used to grab like my side, a shot of my mouth like this when they talking to you and squeeze right. I used to hate that, bro.
But my thing with discipline is this, bro. I think a lot of parents have got too soft. You know what I'm saying? Like, even me looking back, like I done had an open hand to the face. I done had a backhand to the face.
Not on live too, though, but on live too, though. Like you just embarrassed your kid for the rest of his life.
I'm thinking everybody taking it out of context is that we didn't have live. We wasn't sitting here streaming stuff live. So when we got, but the thing is that if I'm acting a fool in front of my friends, then I got my ass beat and got in trouble in front of my friends. In this case, it's the same thing. If you want to be on live, stunt on live in front of your friends, now I'm about to do the same thing. You want to act the ass? Now I'm gonna act the ass too. And he told him, like, if any of your little friends that's thinking that they thugs and they gangsters and all of that got a problem with how I'm disciplining you, tell them to come on. I'll be here. He said, I'll put you in the dirt myself before I let one of these little niggas out here do it.
Thanks.
And I feel it. That's why personally, I feel like the whole situation was justified. Even the smack in the face. I think he lightened up by it being a smack in the face because he probably was sitting there talking about it and just reoccurring on how your son is out here damn near about to throw his life away. And he's like, oh, what? What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? So I can understand that, bro. And just by, like I said, being in situations to where, you know, I was fucking up as a kid. You know what I'm saying? getting disciplined and stuff, and being in that moment thinking that, oh, bro, this is worse, bro. Why they gotta treat me like this? And it wasn't even that bad, and you know what I'm saying, thinking that it was the end of the world, and then coming up to grips now, looking back like, no, that ass whooping probably saved my life. You feel me? Me getting beat that day, me getting cussed out this day, up that backhand kept me straight. You know what I'm saying? Up that extension cord over there kept me out of a lot of trouble. You feel me? Like, and some of these kids got to understand that, bro. Like, everybody now they looking and trying to be so empowered, thinking like, oh, I'm 15 years old, I'm grown, I can do this, I can do that. It's a different era, it's a different world. No, it's not. It's the same world. And if we out here just let you go, and then when you 21, 25, and now you looking back, now it's a different type of conversation. Now you're just like, oh, well, you act like you didn't care. You let me just do whatever. Okay, so when I cared and when I was on your ass, you had a problem with it. When I let you go and figure it out for yourself, now I didn't care. So I think a lot of us, you know, we got to find that balance, like we always say on the show, bro. We got to find that middle ground to where not be too light on situations to where it's like, oh, okay, don't you just go in the corner, Tommy. You know what I'm saying? And like, oh no, don't whoop over here. We just go to the corner. We got to find that different balance between both of those to where you got to understand sometimes it's a time to be able to talk and talk out and then it's also a time for that hard-nosed discipline. Now, I'm not saying shit, elbow drop your kids all the time, but I'm saying it's definitely a balance in between, because a lot of those situations growing up, you know, and people will tell you, man, like certain situations, that discipline that they got kept them out of jail. Kept them out of the prison system.
The thing I had a note about, actually, for
Really,
real,
dog,
was he want to be famous. All right, that's cool. Well, my note was about actually my first note was about you remember how in school it was always like that class clown that was always like doing too much in school. So they mom more than likely was like they mom or granny came up there, called him out in the hallway.
oh, yeah.
Next thing you know, you see him talking to the teacher or something. Next thing you know, he get popped right in front of everybody, bro. Yeah. And so my question to Reggie is, like, did that help the situation? Like, when they came back in, they was looking all salty, everybody laughing and smirking and shit. You hold your face looking salty as fuck.
I mean, yes and no. Like, it probably at that situation at that time, probably no. But most of the time, everybody in that class then been through that before. Like, so after a while, man, look, I stopped.
Bro. So you got slapped by your body. Like, so
I stopped laughing about people about that because I'm like, shoot, it could be me next week.
But it was like that was my. Like, does public discipline actually help? And then after listening to what you said, I did come to the conclusion, like, sometimes it is different strokes for different folks in different situations call for different reactions. For I most definitely feel that it depends on the severity of the issue and that parent making that decision to do whatever it is that they have to do because they know their child the best way to get across to their child.
Yeah. I mean,
it just all depends.
I think now, especially with you can go live and all of this type of stuff. Sometimes I think it's called for it, man. Hold on, we do got a comment. My fault, Mark. I didn't see it at first.
What up, big dog?
He said discipline is only the extension of the lesson being taught and the last resort to teach it. Pull that up.
Yeah, I like that though.
Yeah,
I agree.
Fact. But that's what I'm saying about the thing. Like, I probably wouldn't have went there depending on the situation, but I understand exactly why he did. Like, you want to clown on this live. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a clown on live too. I'm gonna show all these gangsters. Yeah. Are you being a gangster? You're not a gangster. So I'm going to show everybody you're not a gangster, and we're gonna see how gangster you are right now on this live. So I understand why.
Yeah, and
I'm just never one for embarrassing my kids if it don't necessarily like. For instance, I give you an example. In his situation, I would say all right, I can see it. But like, if my kids get a bad grade, I'm gonna go on live and shave my kid bald. Like, no, like it's uncalled for.
Yeah, some of
You know
that
what I'm
shit
saying?
is ridiculous. I ain't gonna lie, I seen that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like you said, like we agreeing, we basically are saying the same thing. Like certain situations, all right, I could feel it. Would I have done it? I don't know. But I will say I have been in situations before my kid acted a fool in the store, and you got it in the store. Like I had to pop you in the store. They'd be like, "Don't hit him." Well, I'm so you can get some too, my G. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, let me discipline my kids.
That
Let
popped
me
them right next to the Pop Tart.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. It ain't nothing like no abuse or nothing, but you know what I'm saying. Like, man, you know how we get down. But so I'm just saying, like, I'm never for one embarrassed I am now the person that, you know what I'm saying, I'll talk to my kids and give them an example. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, I done asked you. And after I give you that, hey man, I done asked you already. I asked you once already, and you keep acting a fool, and eventually I'm gonna have to do what I gotta do. But I think we agreeing, we saying the same thing. Basically, every situation is different. In this particular case, I can see exactly why he did it. Make perfect sense.
Me personally, I don't have no problem embarrassing you. If you want to be out here embarrassing me, I'll definitely embarrass you. Uh, but I just think that certain things is like we said, it's all called for. But when you do have this live and social media access, a lot of these kids are doing stuff on live out the gate. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like, okay, me as a parent, you just sat up there for however long you was on live acting the fool, embarrassing me. You embarrassing my name on live. Oh, okay. So now I'm gonna return it in kind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You need to know the same embarrassment that I felt at the end of the day, because you are an extension of me at all times.
Yeah, I get that for real.
I don't know.
It's also another part of this too that could be learned, I think, from the father and the kid, from a parenting perspective, I'll say. Because think about this. I don't think that he, or maybe the kid does know, you know what I'm saying? But like, even with the gun part, that's first off, that's just dangerous, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you even think I'm about to grab these straps, and I'm about to play with these straps? That's number one. So I think that he had the actual child in some way, shape, or form is gonna have to learn. Maybe that was the way that the dad could finally get him to tea. I don't know what type of father he is or was before that moment, but I'm just saying, to explain the urgency of what actually he was actually doing. You know what I mean? Because you're talking about ops and you got the straps out and all of this stuff. Well, now you putting a target on your back and on your family's back. That's number one. And number two, and not even just from a street perspective, from a legal perspective, like, what if the cops came and was like, "This is child endangerment, bro. Like, you out of here.
Told you.
Book the dad." Like, so you got some. So the dad got some explaining to do in terms of to the child, like, "Hey, bro, you really did this, and this, and you could have put me in jeopardy." And then the kid, he got some explaining to do, because why would you even do that dumb stuff in the first place?
Yeah. I mean, to like you said, it's probably a whole section of, you know what I'm saying, that discipline that we don't know about or didn't see. But you know,
yeah, I hope he took
by the time
that
the
chance.
kid was like 15, 16.
I hope he took that chance to explain that to his son. My son's 5, 2, and 13 now. And as soon as I first brought any type of weaponry in here, hey, listen, talk to their mom. Hey, this is what's going on. Sat them down. This is what it is. This is what it looked like. This is not a toy. You ain't to be playing with it. And then I don't keep it in reach either. So that's another thing. I don't keep my straps in reach for the kids. But
that's kind of what I'm saying, though. See, like, of course you did that at 5 or 6. He probably did the same thing with his son at 5, 6, 7, 8.
Right.
But now
that's my point. Yeah,
because you fucking 16 years old, you know better. Like
exactly.
you
and that's
know
what I'm saying. I
better.
hope he went back over it with him. Yep.
Well,
you're right.
all in all,
you're definitely right. Because if he told him that he's 16 now, he told him at 5, he been telling him through all these years, and then he got up on that live anyway and did it. Yeah, you might have needed to get 2 slaps.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm pretty for sure that off camera, man, when the camera got cut, little homie got messed up. Almost for sure. But I bet he won't touch his dad's guns again.
Period.
So all in all, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a definitely you gotta definitely have a balance, bro, between like I said, I'm not condoning no abuse or anything. Like I said, discipline, and it's a different and there's ways of discipline. Now I know a lot of people be like, oh my God, that's abuse, and it's definitely a line. Okay. And if you don't know that line, then okay, clearly do not cross it if you don't know it. But as parents who do know that the line between disciplining your children and it's just stay on your side of the line because it's definitely a difference. So please don't take this out of context. Please don't. And if you have some questions and you're thinking about taking it out of context, just hit us up personally and we can talk about it on on a different platform. You know what I'm saying? But all in all, I think the dad was justified. To me, I don't see nothing wrong with the video at all. Cool. What about you, Siege?
I mean, hey, it is what it is. At that point, like he did what he felt was best as a parent. It went viral. I think that, like I said, it was a whole bunch of things that was in jeopardy in terms of legally, physically, and emotionally there. And I ain't even gonna pretend like I know. I wish my son would.
Man.
Right. Because I don't know how I'll react in that situation too. What? Wow. But anyway, man, moving on to the last topic. I know y'all been hearing about this Charleston White guy. So like I've been wanting to talk about this guy for like a while, but I still wasn't sold on him. I'm like, man, let me try to get a little bit more information and stuff like that. Like, because on one hand, I seen something that he said that he's a comedian, and I'm like, what are you being a comedian as? Like, are you you know what I'm saying? Are you doing skits? Are you on some, you know what I'm saying? On one of those type comedians and stuff like that? Like, are you doing stand up? I'm like, to be honest, man, only time I ever see dude is in some type of controversy with a rapper or somebody affiliated or friends of somebody that's affiliated, and he talking about sending them to jail.
I mean, my thing, I think from what I looked up, I think dude used to be a gangbanger. He spent a lot of time in prison. Then I think he snitched on some people or something like that. Got out. He's reformed.
Reformed.
So his main thing, from my perception of it, he just do old nigga shit for real.
The first time I seen something from him was a while ago, and he said when he go to a job, he get money off the job just because he be pulling out some bullshit. Like if we all working,
he be suing them.
He be suing them for little stuff. OSHA, like, oh, that's not OSHA certified, or oh, this is against my rights,
or sexual harassment,
yeah,
or
sexual,
this and that, get you to say or do something stupid so he can sue you for real.
He was like, oh yeah, as soon as they said, I go right to HR. I'm like, this dude, like, bro, it's a bunch of like. On one end, you could say it's smart. On one end, you can be like, oh man, that's smart. But on the other end, it's like, bro, like, are you serious, bro? So you willing to throw anybody and everybody up under the bus for personal and financial gain?
He love the police, but I mean, look, he's an old nigga. He do old nigga. Look at the cat drinking the milk out the bowl. And literally, like, he just do some old nigga. He just complain and get people set up and stroke. He like one of them.
But this is the thing that I don't like about Cuz. It's different if trouble seems to come your way and you like, hey man, I'm like on some old people stuff. If I'm in front of somebody's yard and they're like, hey, I don't want you in my yard, I'm gonna call the police. Okay. But now if you out here seeking it and you talking trash about Nipsey Hussle in different rap groups and artists and people that's dead and all of that type of stuff, and you saying all this outlandish stuff that's rubbing people the wrong way, and then now when somebody tell you, "Oh, you can't come here," oh, now you want to call the police and get everybody locked up. Like now that to me that's pushing it a little bit too far.
I mean, he even said with the incident, I guess with T.I.'s son when he was talking, or he said whatever he mentioned with that, he was like, "Man, for real, I just said something, and I didn't know if they was gonna bite or not." So then I came to the.
We got a comment too. Mark just posted up.
All right, what do you
said? Charleston White is showing you the reason why fame is dangerous, and it ain't for everybody.
Yeah, most that. I mean, he just be starting. I wouldn't pay that nigga no attention, in my opinion. And there is nothing about if you know a nigga a snitch or you know he a scary dude. Like, why even associate yourself and be around that for real? Because you know what a scary person is capable of. Mm-hmm. That's the scary part.
I just think, man, I don't know, bro.
How you feel, Sis?
Charleston White to me, bro, and I'm gonna be honest with you. And Schools just put a great point up there. Let me distinguish real quick the difference between Kanye and Charleston White. Kanye got mental health issues, so I think we got to separate Kanye from Charleston White in that aspect. But yeah, he is doing something similar with Diddy and Boosie. But Charleston White is, to me, is like what cancer is in our culture, and let me explain why. So it's the same thing with Tekashi 6ix9ine. It's the same thing with Tekashi 6ix9ine. You selling all these wolf tickets. You selling them all these wolf tickets every day to different people, and then when they bite, you running scared, and you saying, now you're a comedian. Now you know what I'm saying. When you offend somebody, now you're a comedian. When somebody step to you, now you're a comedian. Oh, I'm a senior citizen and my back hurt and y'all bothering me. And I said this and this. So to me, Charleston White and people's need for drama in their lives or something to watch or something to view is a cancer in our culture, and I don't like it at all. I ain't even gonna lie to you. When I first heard Charleston White speak, he was talking about neighborhood people in the neighborhood coming into your neighborhood and killing people that look like us. So basically black on black crime. And he was saying, why, if somebody killed your mom or your family member, why wouldn't you want to find out who did it or have the police help find out who did it? Completely understandable. Sounds rational. You know what I'm saying? Like, why wouldn't you want to have justice and peace in your own neighborhood? Get it? You know what I mean? The problem is that you're causing the problems in the neighborhood. So when you're bringing the problems into the neighborhood, you're getting people out of the neighborhood systematically. Same reason why I don't like Vlad. Vlad and Charleston White is the same kind of cancer. Why are you asking questions of people and doing things of people, seeing what they're capable of, and when you find out the extent to which they're capable, you want to get them arrested? It's stupid. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to one day. Here's the thing. I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna go here real quick. Corner me about my son. You know what I'm saying? Corner me about my son and see what I'm willing to do. I don't care about the police. I don't care. You're going to have Jesus Christ himself come down here on a golden chariot and tell me he's Jesus Christ to get me to come up off of you. So he got to stop messing with people. That's number one. And then number two, you can tell that it's agenda-based. You know what I mean? Like there's a clear agenda here. One, how they market music to the urban community. And then of course the other communities buy it because it's entertaining to them. We're entertaining to them. So he's pushing that same agenda. He's masking it as something that's dangerous. He's masking it as, oh, I'm protecting myself because I'm a comedian. I can say what I want to say. So what are other people going to do? They're going to do the same thing, just like the kid on the live, right? The kid on the live has seen people do this. They get the women, they get the money, they get the accolades, and then they out here selling wolf tickets. And then the next thing you know, they own somebody's t-shirt. So Charleston White is packaging that same thing up together. He packaging it up, he putting it in a bow, he making it funny, and he's shipping it to our kids, bro. And I'm not with that. Vlad too.
I mean, to be honest, he's not even making it funny. Like to me, I don't see nothing funny about what he's doing. The funniest thing I seen was, like I said, in the beginning when he was talking about suing the jobs and stuff and just getting breaded up. That was hilarious. And I'm like, okay, this dude a little crazy, but he
Trying
getting
to crack in the system.
I'm like, but
over
I'm
there.
like, he getting it off. And then the more time went on, now he in different other controversies, like the whole T.I. and his son and that conversation. Like James, like you mentioned a little bit ago. He was like, man, I was just saying some stuff.
Right, but then at the same, and this funny thing is in the same
I
token,
just
he
do
said
some stuff out there, see if they was gonna bite.
in the same thing, in the same breath too, he said in the same breath about T.I.'s son, he said he is gonna bury his son. He's gonna bury T.I.'s son.
Yeah.
So you gonna bury his son, see
Yeah.
if I'm gonna bite. No, I'm gonna bite, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
But that's what I'm saying though. We're saying the same thing. It's like this dude is, he needs to be off of TV. All these different interviews and stuff like that. Stop.
But
What are we interviewing this guy for?
But that goes into what Cease just said. Like people like Vlad for real.
Mhm.
Vlad TV, they do interviews and interview people. And
Yeah, no, I
ask
know about
to,
Vlad. But the thing is, the only difference with Vlad TV and Cuz is that's Vlad's platform. You know what I'm saying? So he made that platform to do the dumb shit that he do. Why? What is his platform?
People make him famous. People make it like the hashtag to be like, stop making stupid people famous, or stop putting people on the internet. Like, bro, I just don't like it. I'll read it and be like, oh, that's crazy, and keep scrolling.
It's
bro.
like basically you feel the buzz winding down. It's like, oh,
I need to do something else.
Let me stir up some controversy real quick. Boom, I'll stir up some controversy. Then you got people, that's in business like ourselves that do podcasts. Like, hey, let me sit down with Cuz. Let me pick Cuz brain. You know what I'm saying? So the next thing you know, he get another soundbite. You know what I'm saying? So just like I seen him on this one, it was a female host, I believe, and man, I cannot remember what the full conversation was about, but it was basically they was talking about like slavery and stuff like that, and he was like, "Well, show me where the kings and queens at." She was like, "You don't believe that, before slaves, black folks had kings and queens, royalty?" He was like, "Where they at? You got to show them to me." Like, so you can't pick up a book, my guy? Like, you don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you just blatantly just saying this stuff out your mouth, and you got people, like you said, you got people watching. Like, oh, what? Man, he got a point there. Like, no, he don't have a point. Because the thing is, at the end of the day, you got people got to learn how to weed out the bullshit. And and what's sad is that a lot of people can't. And you know what I'm saying? Not as you're hearing it. So, all in all, Charleston White.
That's the dangerous part about them and their platforms, bro, is that people don't care to weed it out. They don't care.
Me personally, he a coon to me, and I hope he see it so he can talk some stuff and put us on the map. You know what I'm saying? And we're like, bro, these guys, the first class podcast. You know what? I'm gonna call police on them. You know what? I don't go nowhere, so you can call police.
That's right. You're gonna get slapped with the sticky buns. You're gonna put the sticky buns on his ass.
Type deal. But personally, I think it's a bunch of coonery. So
yeah, he better just leave us alone, bro. I don't want no smoke, Charleston. Don't be trying to set me up.
True. At this point,
I'm a senior citizen, and he gonna be picking on me.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta hit him with
I'm just a comedian.
All right. I'm a senior citizen at this point.
Just goofy, man. Cancer in our culture, bro. That's crazy. And we let them do it. And while we on this topic real quick before we move off, stop posting our people fighting each other too. I'm getting tired of that too. We'll block you, by the way. But go ahead, my bad.
We gotta have something else for that, because I do like, I'm not gonna lie. From time to time, I do like seeing an occasional scrap here or there.
Have a straight hood moment like, yeah, bro. So I was scrolling on the line the other day.
Like,
and I happened to come across this.
For real. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like,
sometimes I don't get excited about it as I used to, but from time to time, a nice little one-on-one. You be like,
That end with a ooh, he's stupid though.
all right, I ain't even gonna like it. I'm gonna keep scrolling over. Hey, you better
They
stop
was
messing.
working.
You better
They
stop
was
messing
working.
with people. But no, I feel you overall. I feel you know, but we gotta have a different platform for it or something. Are you not entertained? Is this not why you were here?
Right.
That's how I feel about it. Yeah, man. Well, before that's pretty much all we got, man. James, you got yours, man? Anything you want to close out with before we get up out of here?
Know how you got here as far as the founding fathers of different things that you do like. Yes, every generation has their greats, but it's nice to always think about the people who helped the current greats be great. That's as far as that. As far as when it comes to discipline, it's best to do it with restraint, have understanding, and then even if it requires a more hands-on / physical type of discipline, be sure to have a conversation too at the end. And that's one of the most important parts when it comes to whatever route that you decide to take as far as discipline. Have a conversation afterwards about the situation. And then stay away from old miserable people for real.
The coonery.
And as I say, bro, if you don't like it, man, don't like it and don't share it. Like, bro, just keep scrolling for real. Stop paying attention to stupid shit, man. That's it.
What about you, Siege? You got anything on the way out?
Oh,
My fault.
sticky buns. My
Bro,
fault.
this
That
Right.
was it. My fault.
He clowning with the sticky buns. I wish I could hit his ass with a damn sticky bun over that much. No, I'm just playing. But you actually had me dying before we even started when you was on that, bro. Because my stuff started working when you started saying it, just for the people at home listening. That's why he still on it, because it was hilarious. But anyway, on the way out, I just want to say, man, glad to be here, man. We got to stop. Like you said, man, just stop the foolishness. It's okay, like if you watching something as a teachable moment, you know, you take something in and you realize that it's not what you're supposed to be taking in. Use it as a teachable moment. For some reason, man, I don't know why. Maybe it's just the ease of use in terms of the internet and streaming services or whatever. You know, people just get on here and do stuff, and then we promote it, or not we, as in me, you, and I. But I mean, I guess in a way, because we're talking about it on the show. But you know, society promotes it, and especially to us or about us. Like, you know, we got to take more pride in what we doing, man, and what we consuming. Basically, you know what I'm saying? We all got our vices. We all got our things that's going on. You know, stuff that you might do that I don't know about, vice versa. But if it's something that you are using to mechanize or weaponize against our culture, then you got to do some reevaluating. You know what I mean? In terms of, and I say that specifically about the Charleston Whites, the Vlads, a lot of the stuff that Kanye is going on and saying. You know what I mean? It's that stuff is Candace Owens, stuff like that or whatever. That's things are being said or used and packaged, and so it looks nice or it's funny or it sounds good or whatever. We got to stop taking those good looking packages and open it up. It's still shit in the box, basically, is what I'm getting at. You opening up a pretty box and there's still shit inside, and you promoting it. Like, no, you know what I'm saying? Throw it away, bro. It's cool to take an L. So do that in that aspect. So we got to stop doing that, man. And then, you know, we got to. My main thing that I want to promote, bro, is speaking life, and just speak life into your people. Definitely speak life into yourself, especially your kids, man. And just stay on that path to peace, man. We gotta, this Charleston White and this stuff crazy, man. Cut it out.
bunch of coonery. So once again, man, Charleston White, bunch of coonery. He's a coon artist. Coontastic. Any other coon words I can make up or come up with that's applies to him. Other than that, man,
he might be dealing with something, man. I don't know if I want to even go that far. I feel what you're saying, but I can't say it out of my mouth for that reason. But he got to stop for sure.
Listen, I'm gonna stand by it.
I feel you.
Coonery.
You-
but
I feel you.
like Mark, the last comment from Mark, you know, he definitely might have some mental issues going on there as well. So we never know. But from my view, it just looks like a bunch of coonery. So it is what it is. You know, at the end of the day, people, you got to choose your role models, especially these kids growing up. Choose your role models. You know, you got people like Nicki Minaj, you got your fathers, you got Charleston White, you got all these different viral videos and iconic people stepping up, saying what they want to say. Kanye, the whole Diddy and May situation, a lot of stuff. But the thing is that you can pick your role models. You know what I'm saying? It ain't all about the chains and the clothes. You know what I'm saying? You can find something in somebody that you be like, you know what? I like that. That's something that I want to stick close to. You know what I'm saying? So I just want everybody to kind of take that with them as far as on a role model standpoint, man, because at this day and age, it's out here. So, you know, every time you turn around, something's going viral, something, you know what I'm saying? So the way social media is. So with that being said, choose your role models wisely. So and
Is it taking you on a path to trash, or is it taking you
then
on a path to
before
treasure?
before we get up out, I want to
Yeah.
I do want to give a moment for breast cancer awareness. So, you know, I don't know about anybody else, but personally, I do have a couple of family members that did, you know, have to go through the journey. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to all the survivors for breast cancer and breast cancer awareness, especially in the month of October. Um, next year, man, I'm gonna try to be more proactive on it and try to do some type of a charity fund or something like that, where we, you know, try to raise some money for breast cancer awareness. But you know, the month is almost over. I do wanted to send that out before we got up out of here. And just in case you missed a quote in the beginning, I'm gonna end it. We can end it like this today. It says your greatest contribution to the universe may not be something that you do, but someone that you raise. One last time. Your greatest contribution to the universe may not be something that you do, but someone you raise. So, like I said, man, choose your role models wisely, and that's as men and adults, not just as men, but adults. Period. You got to be that role model. So, like we always say at this time, if you're gonna fly, you might as well fly first
class.
We gotta stop, bro. Like
he said, bro, like, bro, I dumped the gun, you came late, like, bro.
Listen. At this point on the stream, I'm to the point now to where we can't even say
They have a button, bro, with everybody voice recorded on there. You going?
Yeah, but until we get that button, I'm
gonna need y'all to step it up, like, bro.
I'm gonna just say it.
Just don't Joe Jackson me, bro.
Y'all don't have to worry about saying.
Don't stand there with the belt
Cool,
though, like,
man.
bro, come here, bro.
But it's
So,
y'all
cool.
skipped out on my end. I'm cool with that. Yeah, facts.
When I say sticky buns,
no.
Oh,
You should have said that after the for first class. And remember, sticky buns. Click.
So we're gonna try to end it out right. Like I always say at this time, if you don't fly, you might as well fly first class.
First class with
And we
sticky
out.
buns.
Peace.
First Class Podcast.